Hello, friends. Welcome to the new episode of Backside Story Musings of a Gastroenterologist. New post. Why are we busier than before? Has time shrunk? The trouble with the rat race is that even if you win, you are still a rat. Lily Tomlin. Have you ever wondered as to why our lives have become so busy? Or at least seem like it? We are overwhelmed, time poor, and overworked. Are we truly overscheduled? And if so, why? Advancements in science and technology have introduced us to several conveniences that can easily trim down hours off our daily chores. Yet, despite the improvements, we are more time-starved than our previous generations. An entire day is still 24 hours in duration. Total time has not changed. Then why does our relationship with time seem to be regressing? I thought about this, and thus let me share with you some of my own bittersweet examples or needs that I hope will be somewhat advising and thought-provoking. Number 1. Need to do it all. One goes to vacation to chill out. But few of my latest outings were more tiring than work. For example, we were in Quebec City for 3 days. My wife had planned everything, including my bathroom breaks. Come on, honey, you can't drink this much coffee, it will cause you to pee more. And we will miss our trip to Montmorency Falls, or Old Quebec, or Battlefields Park, or the Capitol, and so forth. I couldn't really understand. Aren't these World Heritage sites that have been there for many years? Am I too simple to assume that these will be there for hopefully our entire lifetime? Anyways, this fear of missing out truly made my bladder feel tragicomic and my leisure craving self sleep deprived. Number 2. Need to have more. In this era of materialism and lifestyle inflation, we have to work multiple gigs to make ends meet. For instance, I'm working on this blog and videos to make my second million, since making my first million in medicine miserably failed. Number 3. Need to have distractions. Throughout the day, some of us need Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube breaks. For me, these are a source of humor and wisdoms. For example, a friend of mine recently wrote on his page, "My pizza is burnt, beer is frozen, and girlfriend is pregnant. Lesson learned. You got to remember to take things out on time." In this age of copiousness, we have infinite ways to fill the time and thus may lack true inactive moments that could potentially be restorative and soothing to our minds. Number 4. Need to be better. We glorify busyness. In the present times, harried is not only celebrated but also is considered the norm. It is associated with being productive, important, or claiming higher worth. My fellow physicians frequently and proudly describe their practices as busy. In fact, advertisements use this word to allure and entice recruits. Come, join our growing busy practice. But I often wonder, wouldn't busy practices need more help and thus result in higher overhead, finally causing less overall reimbursement? Could it also cause more errors, less stakeholder satisfaction, and more burnout? Number 5. Need to protect our minds. As Ezra Cornell said, idleness is to the human mind as rust is to iron. So it is possible that in order to protect our empty minds from gathering the filth of depression and anxiety, we actively try to keep it busy and occupied. During the COVID pandemic, suicide and depression rates increased. My own stress level were quite high during the lockdown. However, mine was not due to idleness. It was for other reasons, such as requesting my kids to sleep at night felt like a hostage negotiation with a bunch of bipolar midgets. Intermittently eating burnt dinners since restaurants were closed. And finally, just when I wanted to nap, my wife offered me a selection of worst memories from the last 10 years. As they say, too much of anything is bad. The consequence of such a hectic life is time-impoverished humans doing innumerable things but lacking rest, relaxation, and sleep. Sleep is vital to good health. It enables our bodies to heal, recover, and be ready for the next day. Lack of sleep is associated with many adverse health outcomes, such as heart disease, obesity, and poor immune function. Are you interested in knowing why is sleep important? How much sleep do we need? And what are the various research-proven tips to improve sleep? Then stay tuned for my next blog post or video on this topic. Until then, please let me know, what do you like about being busy? Any suggestions, feedback, or comments on this post? Thank you very much for listening. Keep smiling.